y'all up back. I'm so sorry I went to Bucky's. And child, I got the Bucky's, my stuff went off. But I want to thank Trademark Fortune for coming up and explaining his side of the story. See, it has to make sense. And Brian's story ain't making sense. Trademark's story making sense to me. Brian's story ain't making sense. Well, I guess we see things differently. No, 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 no. And Trademark said he did not flirt with you, not one time. He said everything was, because you wanted to see that piece of meat. That's what he said. So it was so much that went on today. But I'm glad Trademark is coming and telling his story. And I don't care who don't want to hear it. He gonna tell it in season and out of season. Because again, Brian ain't gonna stop talking about this man. He ain't gonna stop talking about Trademark. But see, the difference is Trademark is in the right. Trademark said he didn't even say nothing. Now, did he want to say some stuff? Yes, but he did. But Brian, you opened that door. And see, you be opening doors, baby. And your goal was to make this man look like he was a thirst trap over you. And it's the opposite. And let me say this, y'all. It ain't no shame to Trademark's game. Trademark said analyze the pictures. He said analyze the videos. He said let it seep in there. He said let it marinate in good. He said he don't care. Now he said he will get you for revenge porn. He said he'll get you for that. He'll get your little channel snatched. But he said that won't make him upset, but it's making Brian upset. And Brian is seething right now because, he always thinks somebody has to be loyal to him. This is about my coin. This is about my money. I've always told you all this. I'm going to ride and live with you, but I ain't going to ride and die with you. You were up 3 o'clock in the morning getting ready to talk about this man. This man happened to hear you talking about him. And then the girls was talking about it. It was buzzing in the street. But it was buzzing like Trademark was trying to holler at you. Because that's what it sounded like to me. And then Trademark came and straightened the story out. He came to set the facts straight. And you can't handle that. Because now we're seeing that you a whole thirst trap. I mean, you ain't the trap. You thirsty. And then the man said that you ain't show no pictures. He ain't want to pressure you. But baby, the man got the threads. The man got the threads. So Brian, how you gonna shape and how you gonna try to slant this one? Because I feel a slant coming on. I feel a slant coming on. I sure do. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think Trademark is lying? Or do you think Brian is lying? Do you think Trademark is telling the truth? Do you think Brian is telling the truth? Listening to this story, what do you think? Now, I'm hearing evidence, and I'm going to get something in my email if I ain't got it already. And baby, you know I'm going to tell it. And look. Y'all notice when Trademark said that he knew that Brian had banked at Wells Fargo? And then the first thing out of Brian's mouth is, you trying to dox me? But he had forgotten that he mentioned that information. See, Brian talks so much on this apparatus that he don't even remember half the stuff that he done said. He don't even remember half the stuff he done said. That would get me. So anyway, I don't care if it was 5 years ago. If it was 5 years ago, then why Brian bringing it up all of a sudden now? He thought he was gonna get that man, and then wound up backfiring on you, cause you the one who looking like you a whole thirst trap in these streets, like you thirsty. And the man knew you weren't coming because he don't travel without his firearm, so you ain't going nowhere. It's sad that you can't leave a place because you feel like you gotta have that, cause somebody gonna bother you. That's a oof, Jesus. That's crazy. This crazy as cat people. But anyway, I'm gonna move on with that too. Now I don't want you at vacation. I don't want you at vacation because you may do something off the wall. No, I'm glad you don't want to go either. So that's good. But you can't have no firearms or nothing in my spots. Mm-mm. What's up, Ebony 757? Baby, you messed up with trademark. I mean, because he laid you out. I mean, you sitting there calling them ugly and trying to read them and drag them. But the bottom line is them facts done came up, and you was trying to get with that man. Now he ugly now, but you know, yeah. Child Bree need to get and step away from that table. She need to stop eating. That's what she need to do. I don't give a damn what that hoe say. That hoe need to stop dating men with 8 children and find somebody who ain't used and worn and find somebody who knew. That's what that hoe need to do. So I don't give a damn. Do you hear me? I don't give a damn about what that horse hoe, you ain't my daddy, dating a man with 8 children, can't find nothing that's new, got to say about me. You know I don't. I don't give a damn what these hoes got to say. Until she can get to 176 pounds, that hoe don't have nothing to say to me. Okay? Huh? Now you go tell her I said that. You go tell her I said that. Y'all think I give a damn? I sure don't. Anyway, I said what I said. I don't give a damn about that hoe and what she doing and all of that. I don't. Don't tell me what no hoe done said. Like I said, I don't have no middle manager and I don't have a stage manager up here. If the hoe don't like it, then tell her to stop clicking on the damn link. I want her to take a damn cough drop and get all that phlegm and all that hoarseness out her throat. You ain't my daddy. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. I don't care what no little child about. Y'all better go on. You better go and get out of here with that foolery. So anyway, now there's a lot of things she can do, and I wish she would do it. I would stop being a fool for a man and being a whole damn daycare center for a man. That whole cutting grass. Lord, let me stop. Girl, let me stop. Let me stop. Oh, there go Brian. There go Brian. Brian, why you lied on this man? The man got he got the threads and everything. And that man said he ain't flirting with you once. And now you trying to tear up that man's character because you went on over there at 3 o'clock in the morning and thought you were going to talk about him. And then that man clicked back. Now, let me say this too, Brian. He said if you want to put them videos out, you go right ahead and put them out. He said hopefully somebody can analyze them and learn something from them. But he said that's revenge porn. So somebody give you a fair warning that you might get struck. Because, again, now you're hurting your feelings. But you can take accountability that, you know, you got excited about that man spilling that seed on that floor. And he always does it. He did it the honest road. Talking about honest road, it's always somebody want him. It's always somebody want him. And as Trademark said, you always say with my fat ass. And he's like, do you got self-esteem? And then you did say, Ro, when I lose this weight. Well, ho, you should have been bold with the weight. Come on. Shoot your shot without the weight, ho. And they said you was sounding a little bit like ODS over there trying to see some cakes and then we're going to try to pay the man, give him a little cash app. And what's wrong with you? I mean, you know, it ain't nothing in Houston. Jesus. On the towel. My God, today. But Trademark told it because we heard you over there at Demons. Oh, but we knew you was trying to change it, baby. Honey, you was trying to change it. Well, we may see things differently now. Baby, them threads with them dates on it, baby, it wasn't seeing things differently. It was straight black and white. And then was trying to blame me. Let me tell you something, ho, real quickly. I'm glad you went to the Demons O channel. I know you were going to click my link because Trademark was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. And I knew you weren't going to click my link. What's up, man?
Hey, I don't know. Like when I was trying to hook back up to it, it kept saying that it was on with the site. Don't go on it. But when you put it up again, it went through.
Well, no. I went to Buc-ee's and it blocked it. So, and then it went off, but I just redid it. So that's it. I mean, nobody ain't very desperate. Ho, you the one up there wanting to see the man dick and comparing the Jaded Nerd and Rico. How? I mean, come on. And you trying to move the damn goalpost. And you trying to make this man look bad. But yet you thought you was going to get your lick back and that shit done blew up in your face because you the one who looked thirsty. Girl, bye. It was bad enough that you drove to Austin to go see somebody. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Go ahead, Trademark. This whole he's trying to move the goalposts. He's trying to do this little slant. What's up, Room Shaker?
But I was going to say no, but on the for real, like it's kind of over. Like, cause like I'm starting to repeat myself, but like y'all got the gist of the story.
It ain't over, cause it ain't over because this man was trying to embarrass you.
But I said,
at 3 o'clock in the morning talking, you said you happened to hear your name at 3 o'clock. And you're right, it is 5 years ago, but then somebody wanted to put it out at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's some sneaky shit. Anyway, what's up?
Hey, what's wrong with this phone?
I don't know. We can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Oh, that's just y'all being quiet. Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. Now, you said that he dropped the thread. So what is that supposed to do that he dropped the thread? I'm just curious.
He didn't drop a thread. He read the thread, and it doesn't sound like what you were saying.
Hey, can I say
What
something?
did I
Can I
say?
talk to Brian? Can I
Hey,
talk to
Trademark, how you
Brian?
doing?
Ain't that Brian? Because I ain't got my glasses on. Ain't that Brian?
Yeah, in the flesh.
So,
Yeah.
so check this out, right?
Hmm.
We both know that all this shit started because you started it. I'm hoping that
I
you hit
did
the
start it. I
and
did.
and, I- and I'm hoping that you hit the link because you sat there and you thought about what happened and you know that was fucked up what you did. The only thing that I did was just didn't agree with you.
No.
I ain't get smart with you or nothing like that. That's when it started. And then I started throwing little shit at you because you was doing this shit to me. But I wasn't saying nothing. I wasn't hitting no links, and nobody never paid me attention in the fucking chat. Nobody don't pay me
Trademark,
attention.
you hold up. I
Go ahead.
can't I can't hear you. I'll be right back.
All right.
Damn, every time somebody drop, I can't hear shit, man. It's weird.
Yellow.
I'm here.
Like I'm not trying to argue with him,
Did
but
he
I'm
did he fly, did he go off?
well. He said that he
Okay.
every time somebody he might come back, but
Okay.
yeah, but like I was saying, he know he started it with me. But my whole point is this: what made you talk about it now? What made
Well,
you bring that up like you was going to get me on some shit?
I didn't say that I was gonna get you.
You
I
said the way you said it, and you put it out there like you was getting me on some shit. Because the first thing came out your mouth, you whispered and said, "Y'all know Trademark Fortune." And then
I
once y'all did that, and then you just started like blowing me up, and I'm listening like, what the fuck is he saying all this shit about me for? And I know that I called you an idiot earlier, but
okay.
I'm like, damn, he that motherfucking upset that
Yes.
he had put some shit out there, knowing you gonna lose,
I'ma
knowing you gonna
lose.
lose.
I would lose about what? What do you lose
I'm
what? What are you
talking about
talking
put it
about?
like this. All the shit that you put out there and all that shit that you were saying about me and saying
I
that
did
we
not
was
say nothing bad about you. I said, okay, well, you just let me know. I understand you're upset, and you can,
right on
you
the
can go
and
ahead.
check this out on the for real because you are making me upset because you being real phony about that shit and,
Phony. Okay.
and you're talking real soft right now. You see what I'm saying? And on the for real, you did talk about me. You talked about me. Talk about me. I'm jerking off on my motherfucking floor. I'm jerking off in the motherfucking bathtub. You ain't never see me jerking off in the bathtub. And then when I
Stop.
seen the
Stop.
videos, and then when I
Stop.
see, go ahead.
No. Please stop. Okay. Don't. Okay. So okay. Go ahead. But you
And
mean to
I'm
tell
saying,
me that you're in? Okay. So you mean to tell
I
me
didn't
that?
say that. I
Okay.
watched
So
the
don't
video.
play with me like somebody's lying. Don't do that.
Listen,
Please don't do
I
that.
watched the
But go ahead and
videos.
continue.
Go ahead. I watched the videos that I sent you. And now,
Videos. Okay. Go ahead and continue.
right, I
Thank you.
watched
But
the
go ahead and
videos that
continue.
I sent you. I never sent you no video of me masturbating in the tub. And I sat there and was in the bathtub and jerked off and busted nut.
You was a goddamn. Okay. So what? Okay. So what was that video of you in the bathtub?
Y'all seen a picture of me in the bathtub just sitting
Man,
in
listen.
the bathtub.
Listen.
Everybody
Listen.
seen that because I made a
But it
video.
seems like he don't give a damn about that. The thing is, you tried to make it sound like this
Right,
and
because
try to come up here, and the
Jay,
man is like, "Well,
Jay
why you
Wilson, we
doing
know
that?"
that you are
well,
on
let
his
me
side.
ask
We
you
get
this.
it. We
No,
understand.
I'm not on his
You're on
side.
his
You
side.
lie.
Okay.
You
Well,
lie because you
okay.
Right,
lie a lot. Hold on. You lie a lot. We know
Bye.
you do. You did
Bye.
it with Rome.
Bye.
You did
Bye.
it with
Bye. Bye.
Seattle. You
Bye.
lie. So go ahead. I don't
but
give a
look,
damn. That whole be lying. And what he bothers me is he don't want to ever
and,
take accountability for shit. And I don't give a damn who feels what. You just don't. And the thing
and
is,
you
the man don't have a problem. See, now we trying to make it about where you jerked off. You don't give a damn about that. The bottom line is you sat there and tried to make the man look bad, and because of this, and now all of a sudden you looking thirsty because it seemed like you liked it. And you didn't tell that part of the story. So you told
right.
the part of the story where you said he was doing this and this, but you didn't tell the part of the story about you. You didn't tell your shit. You wanted to put his shit out there, but you didn't tell your shit. And then you're gonna come up here and try to move the narrative. Let me say this: Trademark don't give a damn. Whether it was in the bathroom, whether it was in the kitchen, whether it was in the basement, or whether it was in the attic. That don't mean shit. The bottom line is you didn't tell it all. You didn't tell it all. Fuck y'all. I meant what I said. Because I am tired of people coming up here trying to play that shit. I don't give a damn if he didn't have a chance to talk or not. Don't pull this shit. Y'all let him sit here and do that. He's done this over and over again. Gave him money, left the hospital, told us to kiss his ass. You get tired of that shit. So I meant what I said. So at the end of the day, stop playing with people.
And you know what it is?
No, I mean talking about something. No. Hold on for a minute, because I'm tired of it. He lied to Seattle, took all of that money, and lied about it, and then wanted to act like it was something wrong with us because we clocked him on that. Then you threw Ro under the bus, but yet it was you. And Ro, all she said was your sister was sick. And then you went up there and you did that and hurt him. You always apologize for it because you a vindictive dog bitch. And that's what you do. And today, Trademark is saying, I don't give a damn where I jacked off. You lied. And you tried to be sneaky at 3 o'clock to do it. And I clocked you on it. I don't care about your ignorant ass and how you feel. Now, I meant what I said.
Now here's the questions that now they said they're saying that you didn't let him talk. He wasn't talking about shit for real. The only thing he kept mentioning was the videos and the pictures and all that type shit. Like fuck all that shit. Ask him, did you offer Trademark some money for him to shake for you?
Yeah, it's never what he did. It's always what you did. Yeah. Come and answer that. Because see, I don't have time for the man. We know the man jerked off. The man said he don't have no problem with that. He done admitted that. But when you gonna admit what you did? When you gonna admit that you said that you wanted to see that thing? And his thing was like Rico. Won't you admit that, hoe? When you gonna admit that? So you always want to admit what he did, but what did you do? And see, that's what got me. And that's what got me a little livid here. Because that hoe is good at doing that.
I just came up here to tell my side of the story. And that's what I did. Like, I ain't come up here and fabricate shit. I just put in the missing pieces to the puzzle. He told one side of it. And I'm like, he wasn't like saying how he was admiring me. And it was like, you're going to see later, but you're going to see how he was like, oh, I'm so grateful how you done this. I'm glad I'm single so I don't have to feel guilty. And then in one of them, he even said, I can't believe I just said that. Or I don't know why I just said that. And that's why I kept on saying, damn, he must got low self-esteem because he keep doing shit like this. Mm-hmm. He kept doing things like that.
So let me tell y'all something. I meant what I said. I'm 55 years old. I said what I said. I'm tired of people playing shit. Tell what you did. Now, if you get mad about it, then I'm sorry. But I meant what I said. It ain't about letting nobody talk. I'm tired of the bullshit. I am tired of people coming up here talking, but he ain't telling his side. He trying to tell us what Trademark did. Trademark done stood up in his. When he gonna stand up in his?
Like, matter of fact, like I said, today gonna be my last day. This is my ending. My contract is up. You know what I mean? I just came up here to shake it up a little bit, and he made me shake it up a little bit because of what he said about me. You know what I mean? So I just came here to like let y'all know like what he did. Yo, he phony as shit. Yo, he's sitting up there lying on me. Like the way how he was putting it off when he was on Shish Trish, the way he was telling the story was like I was some nasty ass old man sending him pictures of him. And yeah, he just mad we ain't meet up in Baltimore. I wasn't mad at all, nigga.
Let me tell you something. Fuck Bree. And the man who had the 8 children that she wrote in. You hear me? Fuck her and fuck all of y'all. Now, I said it.
Why y'all talking about Bree?
I'm talking about Bree Because again, if people don't like my interviewing skills, hell, stay the hell off my platform.
So, yeah.
I'm True Aries tonight. True Aries tonight. Anybody can get it tonight. Anybody can get it tonight. These hoes sick. Gonna sit up here and gonna come up here, try to move the goalpost and try to make a big thing about you jacking off. Well, hell, we know that. But hell, what did you do? And see, that's the problem. Y'all hoes ain't even asking, what did you do, Brian? Okay, so you done mentioned all of this about Trademark Fortune. So what was your part in this hoe? See, that's what y'all don't understand. I'm not gonna let nobody play in my face and not stop it. They may have lied on Bree, but she probably said what she said. Go ahead.
One thing that everybody say every time when I be on people platforms, I mean not on their platforms, but I be in their chat or I be in the bushes, the first thing everybody say about me, yeah, he skied it all on the floor. I hope he got it up, and like talking about me in a negative way, like I'm some dirty nigga. When I ain't done nothing like that, I ain't skied. I don't ski.
Okay, so say if you dirty.
But my
Trademark, let's play the devil's advocate. Say if you dirty. Well, what make that hoe? Because that hoe wanted to see it, didn't she? Didn't she want to see it? So what did that make her? See what I'm saying? When you in the ditch, when you want to put somebody in the ditch, your ass got to stay down there right with them.
And now remember this, like I told you, I didn't just randomly send him a picture of my shit. I ain't just do that. He asked me, and as you want to see, when I emailed him and I said to him, I said, yo, I seen what you left me in my message and you erased it, but I seen it before you erased it, and that's why I sent you the pic. You want to see that I said that to him. And you want to see, and matter of fact, his next response, he could remind you, I said that in the midst of us talking about food, I asked him what he was going to cook. He said, I hope to cook some chicken tomorrow. He was hungry and shit, because he actually said, I hope to have some chicken. Mm-hmm. He said, I took the chicken out the freezer. He said, I hope to have some chicken tomorrow. But he said, yeah, tomorrow. He said, by the way, boy, you got a big ass dick. His dick big like Rico, but it's just not that long. And I was like, oh, he liked the dick pic. He ain't.
Yeah, he does, but he want to make you to be nasty, but his ass is sitting there being nasty right with you. And that's what gets me with these hoes.
Like on the for real, and I don't even consider myself, because I'm not no nasty nigga. With all my shit I do with class, even if you seen the videos, even if you saw the videos, regardless if you got off on them or not, but you wouldn't find nothing weird about this shit.
This is the thing. Whether they nasty or not, y'all grown people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all grown men. But the thing is, don't try to make somebody look nasty and try to run a narrative. But you looking at the pictures. You up there asking for pictures. You up there getting ready to cash app somebody something for some pictures. And then you got the audacity to come up here and again, people talk about you cut him off. No, hell yeah, I cut him off. Tell your side. You know, you done put this on Trademark, but what did you do? You was just there reading the Bible.
Y'all know what he did, because I just told y'all what he did. And that's like, on the for real, I'm not lying. Y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all just don't want to hear this.
That joker trying to pick one little thing.
Just want to take up for Brian because y'all taking sides. And on the for real, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if y'all take sides.
We know you taking his side. Well, hell, give me some better evidence. But I see what that hoe be trying to do. And that hoe be trying to move the goalposts. And that's why I'm so adamant about it. That's why I had to break in, because it's not about him talking. It's the same old bullshit and the same old gaslighting. I mean, always trying to gaslight somebody. So again, I don't give a damn what Bree say. Ho, finish that degree and do what you got to do, and find a man with no children and stop being used. Ho, that's what I got to say. So you got a lot to do too. But again, that's your real life, ho. So again, I move right along. But I said what I said. I will not have people to sit up on here and gaslight and act like this man did everything and he ain't do nothing. He's innocent. He's such a demure person. He is white as the pure driven snow. He ain't do nothing.
AJ Wilson.
Yeah.
after tonight, I'm not gonna come back up on here. Like I said, I've been here for
Let
years
me
and
say this.
years.
Let me say this, trademark. If you want to come up here 50 times, that's your prerogative. That is your choice. Fuck them. It's your choice. If they don't
But
like you, fine.
like, I
Fuck
don't
them.
care. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck if they like me. You know what I mean? They don't even like their motherfucking selves.
Well, it's not even liking. It's the evidence. And the evidence is pointing towards what you
Oh,
said.
I
That
already
nigga
put it
was
like
the
this.
thirst trap.
I already know that the evidence is on my side. If we were on Judge Judy right now, I would have won the case. And like I said, I only brought this shit up because he brought it up. And before we got all scrambled up, I was asking him, what made you bring it up now? Because I'm real curious to know after 5 fucking years of nobody not knowing
He
shit.
wanted to get his lick back.
And
He does this. He does this with Ro. He's a very predictable hoe. That's what he does. He wanted to get his lick back. But the thing is, he didn't count on you having them threads and all of that stuff. And you know, again, this is the problem. I am not team trademark. I am not team Brian. I am team evidence. Fuck them if they don't like because I said what I said. Okay? Until Brian can bring a thread and prove differently, screw him too. Because at the end of the day, he did not say the man was lying. He said that they see things differently. And then he nitpicking over if he jerked off in the bathtub. Now, what the hell? Who gives a damn? Trademark ain't never shied away from what he did, ho. But what did you do? See, again, I'm trying to say, what did you do? Because you act like you innocent and you ain't do shit. So what did you
check
do?
this out. It's not so much of what he do because his whole point was to make me look like a nasty motherfucker, and he was so appalled by what I was doing. So I proved to you that he was loving every minute of it. He was
He's a
willing.
nasty nigga too.
Right,
Period.
he was willing to pay me. So all that bullshit that he was talking, like how he was like appalled and I can't believe that, and
But
I
yeah, he
was
was. You don't even need to go because we know him. We know
that's
him.
what I was trying to prove. That was my whole point. I wasn't trying to. He wasn't lying about coming to Baltimore. I actually wanted to see him. It wasn't on no sex tip. He even talked about it. We were going to make some videos. That was my thing because I just did the video with Rico, and we were going to meet him, and we was going to do some videos. That's what I wanted to do. But he started getting weird on me.
He gets weird on everybody.
And he just started getting weird on me, and like I said, I was picking up the
I mean, come
red.
on, trademark. He did the same thing to Ness. Well, she was gonna snap on me, and then it was Chocolate Bay. I'm like, Chocolate Bay don't even mention you. What the hell? But it's always an excuse not to go because he wasn't gonna go in the first place, and so he thought he was gonna come over
Check
here
this out.
and gaslight.
Check this out, and I'm not thinking I'm all that, but I do this. I do this a lot, whereas though guys be all thirsty and shit. I put up a hot pic. Oh, I'm dancing. They like the way I'm shaking my dick. And I always do little shit to fuck with them because I'm a fucking thirst trap. I like doing that shit. I send them a pic of my dick and then motherfuckers are getting mesmerized with me for days and shit. And that's how I just looked at him. That's why I never said nothing about it because I know he was hooked for the moment. Because remember,
But no. He don't want to admit that. He don't want to admit that.
you got to look. Remember, I told you, L fucking emails were far and few in between. I sent him one I sent him one I think in 2019. That was my Instagram. Then I sent them one in 2020, and that's when we talked the most. And that's when and the only reason why we started talking and I got cool with him because he started sharing my videos and shit. And then on one of my videos, he said something to the effect of, boy, I would like to see what you got, yo. I would like to see that. And I read it. And then when I went back to it, it was gone. I said he erased it. And then he just put the eye emoji. And that's why I let him know in the thing. I said, yo, the only reason why I sent that pic is because you was asking for it. And then once he responded well to it, I say, oh, we cool. And then I send him the little video. I was just treating the motherfucker because I know he was getting his jollies off. Niggas telling me how grateful he was. I'm gonna make him smile at night. I'm glad that I don't have to be curious about you. What's your cash app? Cause you show me all of you, I'll pay for it. Let me know when you get it. That's
Yeah.
the type of shit he was
Only difference
telling.
between you and Honest Row is you didn't talk to him and he didn't get any information on you. See, and that's what he did to Honest Row. So when they started fighting, then he started pulling out all the ugly stuff. So this is why he is trying to attack how you
And
look. And I'm going to show you
I'm gonna
this.
tell you the only way I'm gonna tell you how he's going to do his attack. He going to do his attack on me on all my videos and stuff. That's what he's going to do. Now, check this out now. Now, mind you, I told you what he said. The first thing he said to me is, yo, I don't want to have sex. Now, I ain't no type of nigga. If you tell me you ain't trying to have sex, I ain't going to send you no video. So he shouldn't have seen no video. And if I did show him a video while we was talking, I guarantee you he asked me for it. I guarantee you that, because anytime I showed him something, I showed him because he asked me for it. I'm not squawking about that. And I don't give a fuck about what y'all think about what I was doing in the fucking video. Fuck y'all. On the for real, because y'all some trifling motherfuckers. Remember, I'm brown this bitch. And I hear y'all. Y'all trifling as shit. But on the for real, I just wanted to prove to him that he was lusting over that shit, and I proved that shit. I fucking proved that shit. That's all I wanted to prove, yo. I ain't no motherfucking type dude just be sending nobody no motherfucking pictures of me. I ain't pressed. Trust me, I'm not pressed at all. I come over this motherfucker to have fun, not to be coming over here for motherfuckers to be cussing me out because I don't fuck with nobody. Motherfuckers don't even really be paying me no fucking attention when I be in the chat. Because every time he was going somewhere, I would make them say little smart shit. So why the fuck he be leaving this shit? But on the for real, I only said this shit to get y'all some new content. You know how Rick Reed said you gotta feed the streets and shit. And y'all was getting a little boring. Y'all wasn't talking about Tommy and them no more. And that's all Brian been going crazy and shit. And then when he did this shit, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say something. Cause he ain't gonna sit up there and make me seem like no fucking fool and shit. So that's what I did. On the for real, I don't even know if y'all can hear me and shit. I can't even see the fucking chat because I ain't got my TV on and shit. But if he take 2 more minutes, I'm gone. And plus, I'd be glad when I roll out, because when I roll out, things can get back to normal. And then he can come back over here and then he can, tell his side of the story. And he just want to talk about my videos that he loved. Remember, he loved them. He wanted to pay me. He wanted me to shake my ass.
I'm back, Trademark. I'm so sorry. I got a phone call. So, my
Can
dude
you hear?
called, so I had to answer the call.
Oh, okay. I was trying to talk a little bit and shit.
Trademark, why is Brian Live dragging you? He's pressed. Well, yeah, we know he was going to be pressed. He's pissed off at me because he thought he was going to do what he going to do. And let me say this, you all. People tell me, you don't let people talk. No, I'm shutting shit down when I know shit ain't right. And again, we done heard what Trademark did. We done heard about him jacking off. We done heard that. Okay, we got that. What did you do? Is what he's saying what you did was wrong? Is he lying? Because again, I'm tired of hearing this jump. And what he tries to do is put the slant on Trademark like it's him, and like Trademark said, he's so nasty. Well, okay, if Trademark is nasty, then you just as nasty because you sitting up there obliging it, and you gonna pay for it now? You trying to pay for it?
No.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, hold up. And remember when I told you in the text in the email I said to him, I said, yo, I only shake my hips and my dick. I don't shake
Mm-hmm.
my ass. Only
Mm-hmm.
thing my ass is good for is farting. And his email to me was farting. Oh, he was insinuating that he liked it. He said that's golden.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying to myself, ew, he probably want motherfuckers to fart in his face.
Well, mm,
And that's what I was like sitting up there saying. I was like, ew. But we were still just talking because, like I said, my main goal, just like I told him, when he said we ain't had to have sex, I'm like, I'm cool with that, nigga. I don't even know what you look like. But he said we was going to make some videos. And the video, actually, to be totally honest, I don't think Rico got the video no more. But when he did that video on me, he got a lot of views for that shit. I became a little popular. That's how I became known. Because I remember that's when I met Jaded Nerd. That's when I met Duchess because he was getting them to cash at me money.
mm-hmm.
And that's when I got a little popular and I started knowing people a little bit, but still I always stayed in the cut. Only people that I really wanted to know, keeping that shit 100, I just wanted to know all the gay boys so I can get y'all to follow me on Instagram. And most of the gay guys in the beef sector follow me on Instagram, and I got a handful of women too
Okay.
that follow me over on Instagram. That's what I was trying. That was my whole goal. It wasn't because on the for real, I didn't think that I would be attracted to him, especially when I thought he looked like he could be my cousin.
Mm.
So I knew I was. So when he said that, I was okay with that. Well,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, yo, we can make some videos and we can have some fucking fun.
Yeah, but the bottom line is, I think your intent was right, and I don't think his was all right because, again, he saw that and then he got all excited, and forgot about what he had said at the beginning. All I'm going to say to y'all is this: I don't have a problem with Brian, but I do have a problem is people trying to gaslight. I do have a problem with people trying to nitpick over stuff that we know already. We know at this particular point that Trademark nutted and it was on the floor. Okay.
No, it was not on the floor. It was on the towel.
Okay, it was on the tower, flow tower, but see, Trademark, y'all getting knocked out over that. See, that's not the big issue. The thing is, whether it was on a towel, whether it was on a bed sheet, it don't really matter because you done told us already that you don't have a problem with that. The problem is that you're keeping, the man is mentioning this all, like you said, like you so nasty, but he's sitting there watching it and getting excited about it. That's the
And
big issue. And the thing
right,
is, you ain't
all I'm
telling it.
saying.
Tell
But
your part. Go ahead.
check this out. Once I get offline and I go back being in the chat and he come back to his world, those are the questions. Don't let him keep telling me how I jerked off. Tell him to tell y'all how he was mesmerized by it. How he said it made him smile. How he happy he was a single man and he can look at it and then put, wow, I can't believe I just said that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like that's what y'all. Those are the questions y'all
Those
need
are
to
the
ask.
questions y'all need to ask him, and that's the thing.
Say,
Because you
ask
ain't
him.
never
Say,
shied away from what you did, but see, Brian is not mentioning that. Because
ask
again,
him.
he's straying away from that.
And ask him this. Ask him this. Say, did you offer to pay him?
Mm-hmm.
Did you offer to pay him? Those are the questions. I'm telling y'all. He got videos of me because I sat and I watched the videos. Matter of fact, they my good videos. I ain't seen them in years. They my young boy videos. That's why, even though he called me old, remember I'm 55 and I look good for my age. I know I do. When I did the videos, I was like in my late 40s when I was busting nuts, break nuts. Like,
Oh my God.
you feel me? Those the video. I was actually happy to see them because I downloaded them back to my motherfucking phone to put them in my archives because I lost them once. So I thank him for that because he got some good pictures. He had one video I don't have no more. The pictures I still got. And I was like, that's cool. But I was like, why he trying to play? And then another thing y'all need to ask him, say, why now? Don't forget to ask him that. Like, why now? And I'm gonna tell you another thing. When I talk, like Rico, like my little YouTube mentor and shit, right? So before I talked to you, I talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
I told him what I was going to do today and everything. Only thing I told him was I wasn't going to tell y'all he was trying to trick with me, because that's what he was doing. He was trying to trick with me. He was trying to buy pictures. Niggas do that shit on Instagram all the time. Motherfuckers want to see a picture. Motherfuckers send me $25. You want to see my dick pic. He was tricking with me. That's what the fuck he was trying to do.
And can I say this? We need to know this because people want to know. We need to know this because there's 114 people over here.
See, one thing about my name, because my name is trademark. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like I tell him the way I always think of trade. I said when he was saying he wanted to like give me money, and I was just telling him, no, I don't shake my ass and shit. But if you want to give me some money, that's what made me give him the with the conk on the for real. Let me get into my ghetto Baltimore shit. I was getting ready to work his ass. I was just trying to let him know I don't shake my ass. That rhymed too. I think I'm gonna put that on the beat. I was just gonna work his ass because he was a goofball.
Okay. Well, y'all heard it from Trademark. But I know Brian talking about something. Jay Wilson is on your side. It ain't nobody on nobody's side. Stop lying. You lie so much. And that shit is catching up with you. You done lied about the app.
Brian can't sit at the table with me for real. He's immature as fuck. Me and Brian can't sit here and have a conversation because soon as he got here, the same questions I know y'all dumbasses wouldn't ask him. That's all the fuck y'all want to know is how big my nuts was. Tell him send you the video. I don't mind y'all looking at it.
He said he don't mind.
I don't mind.
But what we're saying is though, see, again, Trademark has said everything that he needs to say. But where's Brian's part in this? See, we hear what Trademark is doing, but like
Brian,
Trademark
said, come up here when I'm up here. Once I leave and I don't come up here no more. Now
he ain't gonna come back over here for a while. He may not even come back up here because this pissed him off.
But I'm going to say I told you yesterday. Check this out. I said I'm gonna go ahead and throw this, and I'm gonna throw this in the mix. I said because it's getting boring over here. Now I would have never talked about it on my own. I don't talk about shit like that. Y'all don't know nothing about shit I do. And trust me, trust the nigga. I do a lot of shit around here. I'm friends with a lot of people. You feel me? But I'm grown.
You friends with Captivating Christian?
What?
You friends with Captivating Christian or ODS?
No,
okay.
I'm not friends with that crew.
Okay, I just wanted to say you said you're friends with a lot of people. I just wanted to know.
And I'm still friends with a lot of people. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of all that, I fed y'all a bone. I fed the streets. It was getting boring.
Mm-hmm.
I said, damn. I said he opened up these worms.
Mm.
I say that
a lot of worms.
Mind you, I've been around here for the long. I never in my life hit a link unless I was competing against something, or I was with Duchess Kelly Love and he was interviewing me. We was doing the Gong Show. But this is the first time I ever hit somebody's link to talk. And when he said this, I'm like, wow, I got my opportunity. So far, I gained like 40 subscribers, and I'm not big on the subscribers because my main thing is YouTube. My main thing is Instagram and Facebook. That's my main thing. This is my fun spot. Matter of fact, I gave up my cable for this shit. This is my TV. And y'all was getting boring, and I was saying y'all needed some new story runners, some new script.
Well, the thing is though, this is the thing. You actually had the receipts, and I'm gonna go back again. We know what you did. You called it out, but we were waiting for what he did. When were you gonna admit that you were willing to pay for these pictures or to see something? When were you gonna admit that you said you was glad that you single and you put a smile on your face? When were you gonna admit that? Because again, he's trying to say that you ugly and look at him, look at me. That's what he's trying to do. So
look,
my thing is,
check this out. I didn't even show y'all because I told you when I looked, and you'll see this. When he sent me the emails it wasn't on Gmail. We communicated on Yahoo.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I started looking for him, because remember I told you last night, I said, damn, I'm not real computer literate. Shit like this make my head hurt. But when I put him up in the Google mail, all this shit came up, the YouTube shit, even his, because I must got my shit connected because the Yahoo shit came up. I said, oh, damn, it's right here. And now I can coincide the video because when he sent me that, you'll see the video where he asked me to show him my ding dong and shit.
So now he's taking donations so people can see your penis. So now he's gonna make money off of this. But I just think it's interesting. It goes to show you exactly where he is. Again, this is where he is. So the man ain't lying, and I don't know why you taking his side. No, I'm taking the true side, and you're lying.
Now this is the part that I don't like. Well, I'm not going to say that I don't like it, but like my mentor told me, well, Mark, you shouldn't get nobody the emails because see, to check this out. This is how I know I got a win-win. I know what the emails say. I know what I got, and I know what he got. As far as on the email tip, all that shit I'm telling you about the email is true. I can prove that shit. On it for real, like I said, I was supposed to keep secret about he was willing to pay me and trick with me, and I was going to keep that a secret. Now, from then we talked on the phone. Remember, he said he wasn't trying to have sex with me. I'm not no motherfucking press nigga. I'm not going to send you no picture if you say you're not trying to have sex with me. That's embarrassing. You know, I don't do shit like that. So my whole that's when my conversation started getting mature. And I started saying things like, so where you going to stay at? So I'm going to check some spots and this is where I work at and I'm going to stay here. And he was so persistent. We're not going to have sex. I said, look, we ain't nobody trying to have sex. I said, look, we want to make some videos.
You know what that's saying.
I already know. That's what I'm saying.
We're not gonna have sex. It's saying that I want to have sex.
I'm not dumb. So anyway, that's when he started asking about Rico, and he said, "What you and Rico do?" And I said, "No." I said, "You want to meet Rico?" So he said, "Yeah." I called Rico. Rico, you trying to come down with the be more? Yeah, I'm coming down. I said, "Well, look." He said he coming down on. I believe it was on a Wednesday. I said he said he coming down on Wednesday, but it don't seem like he made no fucking reservations. He ain't telling me shit. And I said, "I ain't take off." And then he called me right before he was supposed to come and said, I don't think I'm going to make it. This the second time. What's your cash app? I said, what you want my cash app for? And I already told the nigga one time I ain't got cash app. I just got fucking Zelle and I got Venmo. That's what I still got to today. I don't got fucking cash app. I already told him before. I said, what you want my cash app for? Oh, because I was trying to give you something because I know you took off for 2 days. Now I'm feeling like, nigga, don't think I'm dumb, nigga. You ain't play me, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? Right then and there, I'm offended.
And y'all haven't spoke since then.
And I never, ever spoke to him since then. Now, when I would see him in the chat, he wouldn't greet me like he used to greet me. But he never would get smart with me or nothing, and we was pretty cool. Now I'm like looking at the crazy shit he's doing. I'm like, wow, I'm glad I didn't meet this fucking fruitcake. And I'm watching all the shit he's doing with the Honest Road, and then I just decided to say something. And I just said, I think I agree with Honest Road. And he just went and laid them and told me I was phony. Fuck you, motherfucker. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with him? And I'm, if I'm in the chat, I ain't gonna sit there and type all that shit. I might have said some shit like, fuck you, bitch. And then ever since then, that's, I always say that's when you came into it and you was instigating shit every time I came over there.
Well, I didn't know all of this was going on. I just saw you talking.
You didn't, but I knew, me and him knew what was going on. That's like one thing he did.
The spirit knew. The spirit knew.
Hey, check this out. One thing that he did say before he got off this line, that I did start it with you. That's one thing I know y'all motherfuckers heard him say that shit. He said, I started with him. And once he started with me, and then I'm sitting back in the motherfucking cut like, well, he keep messing with me. Why the fuck he keep messing with me? I'm not saying nothing back to him. And then when he was talking about his brother shit, and I was just fed up. I said, he's a fucking idiot. And then boom. That was like the firecracker. He exploded. That's why I keep telling y'all the nigga is crazy.
I remember that. Remember when Brian admitted on Pastor's panel months ago that he busts 5 to 6 nuts per day? I don't doubt it. That number slightly increased. Then trademark sent him the pictures and other stuff. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It had nothing to do with I was trying to holler at him and I was trying to get with him. It had nothing to do with that. It was, they were petty. It was like a petty giveaway. I gave it to him just because he asked me for it. He was saying, look, check this out. I'm getting ready to reminisce about something. It's just the same way if the story's true. Mind you, I'm saying if it's true. I'm not going to tell you what I think, but I'm just going to say if it's true. It's just like the same motherfucking thing what Rico did with the dude. He asked him, could he suck his dick? Rico ain't really want to, but he let him do it anyway. It's called a petty giveaway. It's like a petty giveaway.
Child, not a petty giveaway.
And then because he asked to see it.
Sound like a mercy truck.
Look, check this out. Wait, look, and I was looking at it like this.
But Rico didn't really have no way to get out of that. That boy really got Rico out of a tough situation.
Yeah, we ain't talking about them right now. I just wanted to use
I'm just saying.
But look, but my whole thing is like this. So when he said that, he started sharing my videos and saying nice shit about me, leaving me nice comments and shit. And then when he said, I sure wish I could see what's shaking behind those pants. Then I did something that came back. I said, he took the shit away. I said, I'm going to still send him the pic. And then when I sent it to him, I made sure I wanted to tell him that I sent it because you asked for it, but I saw that you erased it. I seen it. I know what the fuck I saw.
But that's the thing. But he didn't say that, did he? He didn't say that. He didn't mention that. Did he mention that on Shiz Trish?
No, and that's the only thing that I'm over here trying to say, y'all. I ain't trying to say nothing.
But see, that's the thing.
And hold up, let me say this too. And one thing is like, I'm a type of motherfucker, like, I ain't with all that forgiving shit. It's like to be honest, like when I seen him, I was getting ready to like hang up because I'm really like getting pissed because this shit ain't had to be like this. Like you said, sit up here, you fucked this situation up for nothing. We was cool in the game. You fucked this up for nothing because you weird. You ain't had to say nothing about nothing. Even when I agree with, check this out, and this is the part that tripped me out. When I was in the motherfucking chat, and they was like saying who y'all agree with, Honest Row or him, everybody was like, it was like a split decision. But why? Because me, you ain't even talked to me in 5 years. Just because I say I'm on Honest Row side, that don't mean I don't like you. What you say he emotionally, what you call him?
Unintelligent.
Yeah, unintelligent. I wasn't saying I don't like you. Just because you my homeboy, I ain't going for, and you wasn't my homeboy, because that's why we ain't speaking 5 years. You wasn't my homeboy, but just because I said it don't mean I don't like you. I didn't say nothing smart behind it. I ain't say anything smart behind it.
But you didn't have to.
But
you didn't have to. You took Rose side, and that's enough.
But you took it there. And like I said, I took your little abuse for a little bit, because I'm like saying, nigga, weird, what do we saying? The girls is what?
Not well. Busted grits.
Not well. And I always say that every time you say that, I always say the girls are ill. He's ill. Yeah, but I'm saying, I say he's sitting up here tripping on me like that, and then gonna bring up this motherfucking bullshit. Why you want to hear my hit? Why the fuck you want to put me out there like that? You ain't even had to do that. And then what the fuck y'all think I was just gonna sit back and adore that shit? Fuck y'all motherfuckers. For real.
Well, all I can say is it didn't work. Because again, when you try to put somebody in the ditch, you got to stay down there with them. And see, the thing is, you asked for the picture. You read the comments. He put the eyes in there, so you sent him what he wanted.
And I actually told him I saw what you said. I specifically said I saw what you put at first, and you erased it. But I still sent you the picture. I say that in the goddamn email that I sent to him. I say that to him to let him know, that's why I sent the picture, because you asked for it. And then I told you once again, once he responded well to it, it wasn't no ill. Why you send that? Oh, yuck. It was like yum, yum, yum. Give me some.
Yeah, the truth always gonna come out.
And then I'm the type of dude where I sit up there and just play with him and show them little videos and shit. And that's little shit that I don't even mind. That little type of shit that I do, That's the shit that I do on my motherfucking pastime. I'm a fucking man. Trust me. I'm not unique. I'm not the only nigga. And like Jay Wilson said, straight nigga or gay nigga. I'm not the only nigga that do this. I'm not unique. Y'all try to act, y'all motherfuckers be trying to act like a nigga unique. Like, ooh, look what he did. He sent a picture of him jerking off. Don't you know when motherfuckers jerk off, they jerk off standing up? Don't that make sense to you? I told you I'm a logical thinker. Doesn't that make sense to y'all motherfuckers? If a nigga beat off, he may stand up. Some niggas stand up. Some lay down in the bed. Some sit in the chair. Sometimes when motherfuckers in the bathroom like me, they like to jerk off in their sink. I don't like doing that. I'd rather put a towel down and put it like that. And I don't want to catch the shit in my hand. I don't want to touch that shit.
You so demure.
You feel me? I don't want to touch that shit. And then,
Somebody wanted to touch
I
you.
look at y'all goofy asses in the motherfucking chat. That's what y'all sit and run with. Every time I go in somebody's fucking chat, he jerk off on the floor. I'm like, huh? Even when I put matter of fact, Jay Wilson, when I put them on
Let me say this, trademark. Let me interrupt you real quickly. Baby, now this don't have nothing to do with trademark, but that captivating Christian ODS thing, baby, trademark, you don't have nothing to feel bad about. People on cameras with booty shorts and they
check
said,
this out. Now put it like this. I will talk about that. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to say anything bad about it. I heard ODS when he was saying that. When he said, and then you know, but in my mind, when he was saying that, I was like, I didn't think nothing of it. Like when he said that shit. Here's the hit. I bet you if every punk on this motherfucker got together and we all got in the room and we talked about it, we wouldn't say nothing about it. Basically, it'd be the women in the chat.
baby, these punks got emotional issues, and then they want to go and tell it, and then they get hurt because again, all I can say is when ODS started doing that, boy, ODS said that he saw that man pump that gas, and he saw that man do that lean, that gangster lean back and forth with that big shoe on.
Remember, check this out. Remember what I said. I said that's why I know I can never participate in stuff like that because I watch every motherfucking body because that's why. And I'm gonna say this on it for real. I never promoted myself there. I don't beef. I do shit that everybody do.
100K, they be out for blood. I didn't even know. Hold on for a minute. I didn't even know that ODS and Captivating Christian was intermingling like that. Honey, now that somebody had on frilly panties, I don't know. Somebody had on some drawers, some bloomers, and then somebody was showing things and breathing heavy. And let me say this now, I ain't trying to be funny. But I knew this even when they was on the gentleman's panel. I just didn't say nothing because it wasn't none of my business. See, y'all think I can't hold nothing.
Jay Wilson.
Yeah.
I was listening to Bree earlier today. And please let me finish. I was listening to Bree earlier today, and one thing she said, and please don't say nothing. Please. She said, I was listening to Trademark over there on Jay Wilson, and one thing I can say he was right about, he always kept cutting them off. And I was like, God damn, she got it. She hears that shit. But I just thought that was a little fun.
She can kiss my ass though. Nobody can tell me nothing. And I'm gonna say this: until she can find an unused man and not be a whole daycare center, that hoe she can eat shit and die. And let me say this too: since you bring that up, y'all know who I am and you know what I give. So I am not changing.
Check this out. I only said it because I said it yesterday. And we was cool with it. I was like, when every time if I say something, it doesn't call for you to cuss me out. It doesn't call for you.
Well, I didn't cuss you out. I'm talking to her.
No, I know you didn't cuss me out though. But I'm saying, I'm just saying it does. When I was saying that, I was still telling you a story about me. But I was saying that all to say I was in the middle of telling motherfuckers that I listen to everybody out there, motherfucker. And I think everybody should subscribe to every motherfucking body.
Mm-hmm.
Just for fucking because on the for real, we sit here and listen to each other's bullshit, and we sit up there and read each other's bullshit, and we sit up there and lie on motherfucking people, and we sit up there and exaggerate the motherfucking story. We exaggerate for a motherfucking better story and shit. That's what the fuck I'm saying. And
But
I
that's
was sitting
beautiful.
there
That whole
hearing
need to stop eating. So when she stop eating less, then I'll stop talking less. That whole need to stop eating. Okay, that's
but
what she need to
anyway,
do.
I did listen to ODS.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was listening to him, as he was telling his story, I was imagining him in this shit. Because he was talking about like the things, the videos, but I never like thought of him as like being some type of pervert or no shit like that, because we all know this shit happens. Like, it's only on the beef sector that y'all make something of it. In real life, nobody don't make shit like that. It's only on the beef sector. So anyway, that's why everybody will look at shit differently and shit. It's just like even this
Well,
one
maybe the
talking.
boys know about it, but then again,
And then,
see,
but and then I'm gonna tell you something like this on the for real. It's like if y'all gonna let a bunch of fag hags hang in the house, if y'all gonna let a bunch of fucking fag hags hang over here, teach them girls right and shit. They sit up there and be saying the stupidest motherfucking shit. I remember somebody sit there and try to call themselves read me and they say go somewhere and get fucked in the ass. I'm like, bitch, I never been fucked before. That wasn't funny. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, TC, you see what I'm saying? I remember when people say they're gonna have to drag me, and I always say, how the fuck you going to drag me? You don't know me. Even if you go to my page and go through my videos, because that's what I would do. You going to go through my videos and look. I never put anything up there slagging. Never. Never, ever, ever, ever put anything on my wall, any video. It's so many videos and shit that I made that I didn't put up there because I didn't like the scenery or the way I look. I always make sure I look up the part. I keep telling motherfuckers I grew up watching America's Next Top Model. I was America's Next Top camera phone model like 5 years straight on Facebook.
okay, I hear you. A
So it's
trademark,
like
like I said,
that.
I don't let these hoes run shit. I done been here as long as Brianna. She kissed my ass twice. And again, she needs to stop eating. When she stop eating, then
But
I'll stop
for
talking.
real, I didn't know that y'all wasn't friends. Like I
Oh
do
no, no, no,
respect.
no. She came from the house of Slytherin. That hoe always been grimy to me. So again, we never got along. I'm cordial with her, but only to an extent. And again, so it is what it is. But like I said, I try not to say nothing to her because I'm really trying to, be supportive of her and her weight loss. But that hoe need to step back. I don't know her like that.
But
That's all I can say. I don't know her like that. And like I said, she deal with her user, rent a man with them 8 children and have her whole little old lady live in a shoe, romper room, daycare center over there. Do what you got to do. Now, like I said, stop men from crawling through your walls and your windows and stealing your purse and run out. Stop going to dinosaur world and picking up men way out there. It seems like every man she gets, she got to do more for them than they do for her. Oh, you better go and sit down and stop
But
playing
look,
with me.
check this out. I would really have to get used to this shit. Like this is my third time up here. Like on the for real, to be totally honest, this shit is so much fucking fun. I turned down dates to get away. I couldn't wait to get home for fucking work to come home to do this shit. This is fun to me.
Well, it is, but the thing is, though, I understand why you did what you had to do because, again, it wasn't warranted, and I understand what you did. But I'm just tired of that whole playing in
But
folk
check
face,
this
and
out.
this is
Check
why I
this out.
cut him off because
When
I'm
we
tired of that whole
yeah,
playing in folk
yeah.
face, and then he want to tell everybody what you did, but that whole ain't talking about what he
But
did.
look, when last night after we finished talking, and I said, shit, I should try to find the emails and shit. So I stayed up last night
Oh,
about
I knew you was
3.
gonna find them emails. I
And then,
knew in
and
my
when
spirit.
check this out, as I started to read them, I went through it's like about 50 messages. I went through every message on there and shit, and I was picking out messages like saying like, why would you do this when I can tell them that you try to trick with me? You ain't making me look bad because I can prove to you that I told you that shit that you asked for, you couldn't have it. But for real, if you wanted to give me a couple dollars just for some dick pics and shit like that, I would have obliged you. Damn sure would have. My name Trademark. I like to trade money for picks. That's why they call me Trademark.
Well, all I can say is that, the truth is always going to be truthful.
All right, that's
And
what.
Brian can be mad, but Brian has lied about too many things
But
now. And
Brian's
and
so
it's
fucking
stacking up. It's
crazy. He
stacking up.
bring everything on this fucking self. That's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah, like you told him about the Wells Fargo thing, and he forgot all about it. Like his daddy, he was getting mad at Roe, and I'm like, nigga, you just told us that you had a problem with your daddy last week. Now you forgot.
You know what? Just like I remember, I heard James Caldwell even say that he need to go back to the way he was. He need to. It seemed like when he tried to blend in with everybody and shit. And y'all, I remember when James Ben was clocking that shit when he was talking like he was 5 and 7 of him and shit. Now, at first, it was funny. We used to laugh at this shit.
Well, I knew he had a problem with control because I said, hey, man, I said, don't let these people get to you. I said, just stick with your comedy. You ain't my daddy. You don't tell me. I'm like, oh, look at this hoe.
Hey,
she got control issues.
No, can you hear me?
Somebody said it's Trademark single. I don't know.
Yes, I'm single.
When he's single, he said yes. He said he's single. And I like Ron, but I'm not going to sit here and let him gaslight and deal with one situation while my thing is, what did you do? Okay, we know Trademark jacked off. We know Trademark was dancing in draws. But what did you do?
This out. I was only dancing in my fucking drawers like 2 times. I always wear my special fucking Nike shorts every time I dance. And matter of fact, I danced in my drawers one time. Check this out. See, if you was fucking subscribed to me, you would have seen that when the other day after we got off here, because I said Brian said I was dancing in my drawers, I actually put the video up of me dancing in the drawers. I put it short. It's like a 16-second short of me dancing there, and I was dancing to the Supreme songs "Come See About Me," but it was the House Club remix. I think it was a nice video.
But see, Trademark, I'm not looking for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not chasing that. And a lot of people do. I'm not chasing that.
But
I mean, now I've seen somebody sucking on some stuff, and I've seen they boot that hole wide open. But it is what it is. I wasn't looking for that, but I was just surprised that I saw that. Shot up was a hot mess. But what I'm saying is shit happens. And I just think that, and I know y'all gonna be mad, but some of these punks are very diabolical. And again, a lot of stuff wouldn't be known. But some of these people are so uber sensitive and petty, and they'll try to put it out, not knowing that you're getting ready to hurt yourself. Let me say this, people don't think all the way through when they do stuff. People only think short-sighted.
Listen, let me say this. Look, you shouldn't have to apologize because you said the word punks. Like, you got to remember, this your motherfucking house. Like,
I know
that's what I'm saying. Like, to apologize because you said that shit, because that's the words I use. Like, I would call a motherfucker a faggot because on the for real, like when I learned about the word faggot, when I was taught that word, remember, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about you and what the fuck y'all did in your city. I'm talking about what the fuck I did here in B-More. When I heard the word faggot, it was always associated with an effeminate boy. I didn't know nothing about sucking dicks and shit. So if I ever use that word and I say you acting like a faggot,
watch the word though, because it is a trigger word. I don't want nobody to blame it. They'll be trying to take me down, baby.
Okay, I apologize. But I'm not talking about it in a negative light.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about it in a negative light. It's just I was just saying like.
Let me tell you something. This thing is on a spectrum. I don't care if you're uber masculine or feminine. First of all, you like men, whether you like the posterior men or whether you like the frontal or you like both, you like men. Like that man said, Hoffman said on Flawless, he said, we all sisters, baby. He said, because you all get on your Republican knees and suck that penis. And I mean, and he was right in that sense. We always trying to make somebody feel less than, well, you're a bottom, you're a top, you this, and that. First of all, at the end of the day, you do what you do. And my thing is, you don't have to tell nobody what you do, but what you do is what you do.
I answered all those questions when that now like check this out. When me and Rico did the interview, we didn't talk shit about sex or are you a top or you're a bottom. We pretty much because I told him because I remember before he even came over there and Rico said let's do the interview. I said, people gonna be thinking shit, but I don't really like give a fuck. I said, come on, let's do the interview. And I was like, well, ask me this and let's keep the conversation geared here. And I talked more about my home life and my kids. Then when I did the video with Duchess, I talked more about my sex. We was kind of nasty talking.
Well, they think that about everybody. They probably thought that about King Roman and Rico before they fell out. Because I mean, if Rico is friends with
Even check
anyone,
this out. Look, check this out. Like me, I always hear shit differently. Like when y'all say shit to me, I always ghettoize it, and dumb it down for myself and shit. And like even like when I heard this story, like I said, I'm not talking about nobody, but when I heard this story, I'm just repeating the story that everybody else heard. When I heard the story about Rico and the buddies and Roman, the first thing I said in my mind was Roman and told them boys he got a goddamn big dick before they even picked him up. They knew he had a big dick because I'm quite sure Roman told them they had a big dick. If they was
first
his,
of all, that will kill me because I'm like, that will be the last thing on my mind.
but check this out. But here's the hit. Remember this. It's take you out the equation. It's the last thing on your mind. And I do believe that there's people because on the for real, like you said, we getting older. And I know how I am. Like I don't do shit like that no more. You see what I'm saying? I don't play like that, but I played like that when I was in my motherfucking 20s. I played like that. I done like little crazy shit like that. So when they say shit like that, that shit don't like amaze me. It's like, oh, I done that before. And that's what I say. Punk still be doing punk shit.
Let me say this: I have met Honest Rowe. I met Duchess Kelly Love. I've
But
met.
I know what you get ready to say, but you didn't meet them for those reasons.
Exactly though.
Because that's what I'm saying.
And these were not. And let me say this: Wolverine. And they were not bad looking guys.
But I'm gonna say, but because you didn't meet them, because you didn't have the intentions. But Jay Wilson, sometimes people meet and they trying to fuck. Even the fucking women in it, like you, I'm talking about the women and the men in here, they be trying to fuck. They be talking like they be trying to fuck. A lot of motherfuckers be lying and bluffing, and they a couple of them might meet up, but they be trying to fuck. Like to me, why do that seem so abnormal? That's why I be saying like the older gay people need to teach these motherfucking fag hags that ain't nobody doing nothing nasty.
Devon felt like he said he wouldn't meet Brian because he didn't even know how Brian looked. So like, even if that were the case, he didn't know how he looked.
I'm not fucking lying about that shit. You got I'm telling you, I would not. When Brian said that, the first thing I said to Brian was because I was like kind of offended when he said that shit. I'm like, damn it. I said, I don't even know what you look like. And then when he started showing me fucking incognito pictures of himself, I said, damn, you look like you can look like me. That's exactly what the fuck I said to him. I said, you look like you can look like me. Mm-hmm. And then he still never, I kept saying, yo, show me a full picture. I said, see, now I probably was showing him pictures. I probably was showing him pictures, saying, like, show me a picture of yourself like this. See how you see my whole body? And then that's when he'd be looking at me like, yeah, just looking at me just being nasty. You see, I kept saying, show me a picture. Like I said, but during that time, I started getting weird about it. Like, no, I ain't taking off. If he come down here, he come, because I ain't no nigga like that. Because I did tell him he can come down here. I told him that in 2020. He told me, he been telling me he was coming to D.C. area and coming to Baltimore. Now, when he called me, he didn't say shit about D.C. no more. He said he was coming to Baltimore to stay. Or maybe he might have said that he was going to D.C., but he was coming to Baltimore to stay.
He supposed to be in Washington. It seemed like he always trying to get to Washington. If it's not Washington, D.C., it's Washington State. Baby, he's always trying to get somewhere.
But
The only place that he made it to is
he been
Austin.
and that's something else you'll see in the text. He been telling me since 2020 that when my birthday come, I'm going to come down there. We talked in 2021. He remind me of that. He remind me of that so much. I gave him my first. Why I gave him my fucking phone number. I said I was pretty much saying if you gonna come or hear my phone number, text me. I said, but if you're not comfortable, you can still email me because I ain't with that email shit. I'd rather for you to text me because I ain't with that email shit. And that's
Well,
why I gave him my phone number. But he didn't call me right away. He didn't call me. Like I said, the next time I talked to him was 2021. And here's the hit. When I looked on there and see my phone number, the first thing I said was, damn, I had this phone number for a long time. I was so sure that it was going to be on my old number. It's on this number. I had this phone number probably about for 7 years now. It was on the same phone number. Because look, on it for real, if I really want to be a motherfucking Barnaby Jones, because I know he irked me off so much that I know I blocked him. That's why I don't have his number. But if I was fucking being Barnaby Jones, I'd call down to the motherfucking whoever the fuck I got to call and say they need to dig through my phone and get all the fucking numbers I blocked. I done had about 10 phones since then. That's why I know I wouldn't have it on this phone. Regardless of how long I had my phone, I done upgraded too many times, and I don't never save my shit that like that with that shit iClouds. I don't never do that shit.
well, I'm gonna say this. I think that I would limit myself. I would say, you know what, I'm gonna just, chill in the cut. I would never say what I would not do because you don't never know what will come up. But I do think that you defended yourself. I think that you had the evidence behind you. You weren't trying to nitpick on stuff. I mean, you told what you told, but he didn't tell nothing. And that's my thing. He can tell you what you did, but he can't say anything that he
now,
did.
mind you, he's getting ready. I'm telling you, well, you already know this, but now he's getting ready to ride on you not letting them talk. To be totally honest, like I can't wait till I'm done. Right now, I'm still talking. But
No,
when
but this is
I'm
I know
done,
what you're gonna do.
and I leave and he come back because he always come back because you for real, that's why y'all be calling him Big Baby. He gonna come back. And when he come back, just like he was talking to me now, he was sounding crazy as shit, talking to me all soft mannered and shit. Talking about, well, Mark, I knew I started it. Yes. And I just started to ask them questions like, yo, why you do this? Like to let you know I'm not lying. I'm like, yo, why you do this? And he said he started this shit. You can't get mad that I did what the fuck I did. You can't get mad with me. If you're mad with me because I did what I did, you're just Brian's friend. What you say, you're like y'all in, like y'all like
Yeah, he
houses
did
and
say
shit.
Barnaby Jones, baby. He did say Barnaby Jones. You knew they got to be an '80s baby to You
Right, I
got
was
to
just,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to say, to be totally honest, like yo, I'm not lying. We was talking on the phone because I even told them, I said, yo, I say, I'm the type of person when you need to talk to me. If you coming down here next week, you can't call me on Monday and say I'll be down there Wednesday and then call me on Tuesday. You can't do shit like that. We need to talk. You gotta remember, I don't know you. But I'm willing to meet you because I like your videos and I want to do a fucking video with you. I thought that shit would have been fun. Because that's when, like I said, he was funny and shit back then. I said, we're going to do a video. That was everything on my mind. Sex wasn't on my mind at all. Remember, he never shows himself to me. That's what I'm saying. How the fuck I'm want to have sex with somebody on the blind? I'm not no nasty nigga like that, where I just be having sex with random motherfuckers. I don't know what the fuck you look like or whatever. I need to fucking know you. I don't know what the fuck you look like. And then when you wouldn't show me nothing of you, and I seen how you kept referencing yourself as a fat ass, you kept referencing yourself talking about your penis size. And then I think I seen a picture that of your penis and y'all keep saying it's big. And I said, that shit look like it's broke off at the tip. Like what you see is what the fuck you got.
Jesus.
It was broke off at the motherfucking tip. What you saw was what you got. Because on the for real, when he told me, yo, He said, "Yo, I'm gonna get you later on. I'm kind of shy. I only got 1 inch." Now I didn't believe he had 1 inch, but I said, "Oh," and we'll put it like this: the first thing came to my mind was, "Oh, he one of those fat boys with a little tiny dingling." So I know you ain't gonna put that up against mine. See,
Jesus.
just because I'm saying shit like that. On the for real, I wish he didn't have the picture because I sell them bitches to y'all. On the for real, they some classics, but I still got some hot ones.
Okay. Well,
So we
trademark,
can,
I'm getting ready to go because it's 9 o'clock and I'm ready to go to
okay.
sleep. But
All right.
don't let nobody shush you. You
But
can
I'm
talk with
gonna
somebody
say
you
like
want
on.
to talk.
Can I say this before I go though? On the
Hmm.
for real, for these 3 days, I have fun.
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready to drop back down in the chat. I'm not saying that I would never come up there no more because it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Hmm.
And then on the for real, it's like I'm not with all that arguing shit. And I kind of knew that if it was just me and you on the 1-to-1, and I'm giving you the exclusive on the check this out, and I'm keeping that shit 100 on the for real. You should at least send a nigga $20.
Who you
You
talk
should
to?
for at least and for real. I'm gonna give you the money on the for real. I
Who you
wouldn't.
talking to, trademark? Who you talking to? You talking to me?
Yeah,
Uh, what?
yes.
What?
But
Did
check
you
this
put?
out.
Did you
Now,
did
see,
you give? Did you put
check
a?
this out.
Did you put a banner up? Did you give me a banner? Or did you get in the banner competition?
No, but check
Well,
this
I
out.
got a banner competition.
But no, I do know that, but I don't know how to do shit like that. But like for real, that's why I always say Ness to me, because the shit that I be seeing Ness do, I say Ness should win that. But I know it's probably some other motherfuckers out there who can do some shit too. But
Mm.
I hope that she enter
Well,
it.
I don't know
I
if I
hope
want to send you $20 because then people be saying, "Ooh, Jay trying to pay for some stuff."
no,
See, I got
put
to
it
be
like this.
very
No,
careful
on the check this
because
out.
your
You
name
got to
is
remember.
Trade.
You don't see y'all always trying to run with narratives. You going to send it to me because I'm asking for it. That remember, I told you I like trading. That's why I'm trademarked.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
it don't have nothing to do with you trying to holler at me and none of that. Because on the for real,
Mhm.
check this out. Now check this out. If you send it, you send it. If you don't, you don't. On the
You right about that.
but check this out. Check this
Mhm.
out. Just but on the for real, even as I was talking and looking at it, because how I be, because I watch all this.
What's your cash app trademark?
No, cause I know. Check, you a grown man. I know you
What's your
got
cash app?
Zell. I
What's
don't
your,
have that. I got Zell, and I
oh,
know you got
you better
Zell.
get that. I ain't playing that shit. You need to
But
get
check
cash
this
app.
out. You don't even have to check this out. You ain't even got check. I don't do no dumb shit like that. I would check this out.
You need to
No,
get cash app because
but
with
check this
Zelle
out.
and Venmo, you
Wait.
gotta use your phone number.
But oh no, yeah, I got Venmo. I just don't like using my Venmo card because I don't.
Okay, let me pray about that because see, y'all need to get cash app.
But no, I can't get. I used to have Cash App like back in the day, but I did some fucked up ass shit with it, and they told me I can't get Cash App no more because I won't give away my phone number. I'm gonna keep this number every time I get try to download it, and I put my number and shit in there. They always let me know that hey, you're not eligible for Cash App, blah blah blah. So it's like I'm
Well, you
just
need to
I
get a
just.
burner phone.
But it's like I really need to get another phone because when
You
I
need to
was
get a track phone. All you gotta do is pay $20 a month.
because when I was actually looking at the emails that the thread of emails that I was looking at, I was like didn't know how I was going to like read them. I had to actually screenshot them, email it to my phone, my little computer because I don't want to get on my work computer on YouTube and shit. But I
Mhm.
just emailed them there and then I was reading them to you from there, and they was all fucked up and shit. It wasn't in order like the way I wanted to read it, but I
The
could put it to
trademark, look, you are on here. You have gotten confidence. You said you felt good. You felt empowered and everything. And
but I didn't say I
and then
felt
and then and
empowered.
then and you should be thankful that I let your boy on because he has his teeth was looking nice. What's his name, Rico? Because Rico had nice teeth. Did you see him when I let him up because his teeth was looking good?
But now here's the hit. I haven't seen that yet, but I've heard you say that like as far as Rico, like Rico is my homie. Like when y'all talk about Rico and all that type stuff, like most of the times I will walk away or even say to myself, like, why y'all talking about that boy
No,
like
no,
that?
no. Let me tell you
But
something.
no,
No, no, no,
no,
no,
let me
sir. You know him
no, but
personally,
I
but
know, but yo,
I
I
have
know
because
how
people have
Rico
reasons.
is though. I know how Rico is because
Okay, so
I
you know
just
how he
told
is,
but
right?
look, just check this out. I just told him this shit the other day. When we was on here the other day and you was telling me how Rico is, was like how he always like when you say something to him, like on the for real, you know how to egg Rico on, like you know what ticks him, like you know how to tick his bomb. You because you tells them that because I be listening. You tells them that all the time. And you told him that, and I told him the other day, and I was like, you know what, Jay Wilson say that I would never tell him that he's right. Because on the for real, because if I tell him that he's right, that's gonna make the chat run with a whole narrative about that shit. That's why I say you don't got to tell. That's why I keep
But you
trying to
know I'm
tell
telling them
you.
correctly,
Yeah,
and
but
you
I've been
know I'm
trying.
helping you. I told that boy, I said, what would your Auntie Sparkle say? You go catch a Chinese but the Baltimore and fight that man? She'll tell me not to. So
But like that,
why you
like I
gonna do?
said that, but like that whole, like I said, the whole thing about that, like when I found out about it, like the only thing that I knew about it is that I heard on the channel that he was talking about Witchcom saying something about the dog and stuff, and I just called Rico. I was like, "Yo, what's up with you and your
And
boy?"
please tell him to stop putting them dogs in them cages because people go see again. Rico, he gotta prove himself, and I'm like, nigga, you don't have to prove yourself to nobody. If you
Now,
got
see
the dog back,
myself, I
you know
don't
you
like
got the
dogs.
dog
Like
back.
in my joint, you ain't gonna see no dogs and shit. Now, I
But
might
it
get a
ain't even
cat.
that though. My thing is you got the dog, so why you gotta prove it? Long as you know it. And now you got two dogs in one cage, and now folk going on with
But
that. It's like, come
but put
on,
it like this,
dude.
like, but he knows all this. Like we talked about this. That we actually talked about this because, like I was saying before you got me home. Well, like I was saying though, when I was telling, I said, you know what Jay Wilson be saying, like on the for real, I think it's true, but I'm not going to say it's true there, but I'm gonna tell you that I think it's true, and then you need to do. And he was like, yeah, I know, blah 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 blah. And I'm
And
the
nobody
type.
ain't trying to hurt Rico, but see, Rico be coming at folk, and I'm like, okay, I got you, and I can understand why folk don't want to deal with you because again, that's why he got to pay to get on here. Now I'm gonna say this: by the scrump is his teeth, he got on. Because let me tell you something, Rico put his teeth in that camera. I'm like, that hoe got new teeth. I said that whole teeth look good, and baby, by the scrump of his teeth, he got on. Because if his teeth was jacked up, he would have still been off of here. But his teeth brought him back, baby. His teeth brought him back. Because he doesn't, you know why? Because he invested in himself. And y'all think I'm being shady. But see, you gotta invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta invest in yourself, and that's what I'm saying.
So when
Invest
you said,
in
well,
you.
hold up, I'm telling you that now I'm asking you this question. I have not seen Rico Teeth. Like I haven't talked about, even though I heard you say it, because I'm like was saying to myself, like, what the fuck did Rico get caps
I
or
don't know
what?
what he got, but them jokers was
Or
white.
did he just get a basic cleaning?
I don't
Because
know.
but I'm getting ready to say because I know he don't have fake teeth, so that's why I'm ready to say I didn't even think really into that. Like what the fuck is going on with his teeth? I say, well, they must just be. He maybe went to the dentist. Like now, to be honest, like to me, going to the dentist, that ain't fucking investing in yourself. That's something. Even though I don't go as much as I should go, but going to the dentist, going to doctor's appointment and shit like that, even though at the end of the day you can't call it invested in yourself, but that's normal shit that you supposed
For
to do.
him, it's an investment. And it's the little steps. See, it's the little steps with me. People think it's the big things. It's the little things. And when I saw that whole teeth in the camera, I'm like, that whole got something done to his teeth. I said, that whole teeth look good. Baby, he got up by the scruff of his teeth. I'm like, damn it, hold them teeth look good. You knew I wasn't going to allow him up here, but baby, the teeth paid for him. Teeth paid it all. Okay? Baby, the teeth
So
paid it
let me ask
all.
you this question. So now since you let him on the panel because of his teeth, can he come
Mhm.
back? But
Like, he need to keep
on
them
this,
teeth clean though. As soon as them teeth
but
don't
like,
get clean no more, he ain't coming up.
well, you only get the teeth clean what once a year or every
No, he can floss. He can floss. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he got some money to get old nasty piece of water pig. He need to keep that up. He need to keep that up. Now, as soon as them teeth go down, he can't get up no more. And like I said, he has to change his attitude with me because, like you said, I be telling that boy right. And I understand he can't stand me, and that's okay. But you know I'm telling you right. But what you're not gonna do is keep on coming over here trying to be shady.
And
Because I don't have to give people access. You're gonna learn. You
you
don't have to give
always say
people access to you.
no friends on YouTube. Like, and that's something
It
that,
ain't none.
like, actually, to be honest, to be like totally honest, like I told you, I always look at this shit like a television show. Everything is for real. This shit is like their stories, and everybody got segments and shit of their stories. Like, you know, whereas though you you really mess with the gay boys. You're like the gay boy channel. You always like for a while.
Playboy
No, for
channel. Now we got the
real.
gay boy channel.
Yeah,
Okay, now.
for real, because on it for real, you've been riding Brian, Castro, then it was Tommy, and you done this for a while because they.
But they always say that I'm coming against the women. So how am I coming against the women
Well,
and I'm
I mean,
coming against the
now
men?
check this out. Now they might be talking about how you got how me and you was talking, and just mid sentence you just start cussing out Brie. Maybe they talking about that,
Well,
but
I did
on
because
the
if that whole said that, I meant what I said.
but
Yeah.
your content to me is boy. You give boy over here. This punk boy, like right now, what me and you doing, we have like to me, this a television show. Right now, we're having a segment of punk talk.
Okay.
We're doing punk talking right now. And I think some of the people may not like this, but I don't give a fuck. It's
Me
giving me
either.
to be up on this motherfucker. Me and you, because like I always thought, because to be totally honest, at first I did not like you at first. When I first met you, you are someone that I then unsubscribed and subscribed to so many times. Now I'm talking like way back in the day. And that's when I had to learn like because I remember once the beef sexter started coming on and y'all was cussing motherfuckers out. And you know how sometimes y'all would say, now look, I'm going to say some type of shit, and you know some of y'all going to get offended, so y'all need to walk away. Motherfucking James Caldwell say that shit all the time. I used to be the nigga who would have to walk away because I didn't want to hear y'all cuss people out. I used to always
Okay.
I'm more into it for the fucking giggles. Now to be totally honest, I'm gonna start talking about my fucking like Ness. To me, Ness is like by far the one of the funniest motherfuckers on here. I think she should do fucking stand up. I think that she should sit and write a fucking 8-minute comedy sketch. Even if it's talking about you guys, Ness is the only motherfucker that say shit that I can take what she said and say the shit at work. And whereas though I can talk about somebody at work and just say the same shit that she said. And that's what I
I
like.
wish she would do that too, but she's got too many other people in her head. And again,
I
it seems like the great ones always have
like
issues,
I
and
don't
I just hope she get through it.
something else I don't like when people do. It's like I understand because somebody was talking about being the dead. Matter of fact, it was Jay Dunn. I was listening to her this morning when I was going to work, and she was like talking about the deadbeat mom, and Sean Bradley was talking about I don't know some shit about deadbeat moms versus deadbeat dads. That was the story, and I understand. I really do understand what she was saying. Like, are we gonna get the fucking niggas the props for this? Because on for real, you gotta remember, I was a single dad from the birth of my kids. I was a single dad. I raised all my kids by myself. So
Mhm.
real, I know niggas ain't gotta leave their kids because I ain't do that shit. But I don't never get in people business. That's your business why you did it. I feel sorry.
Well, people don't need to be bringing their business to YouTube, and I
Yeah,
keep on telling
but
people stop
because
bringing your shit to YouTube.
a lot of
That's
people
why I tell
and,
Brian
and
stop
they
bringing your shit
dox
to YouTube,
and they like dox people
and
and
I
like
think that's bad.
and one thing about the whole doxing thing, like people ask me shit like that, and I was like, me myself, that's another reason why I would never get into the whole. Or I don't want to argue with you, and you trying to call my fucking mother. Like I don't want you to do that, so I'm not going to do shit for you to do shit like that. That's why normally I stay in the chat. To be totally honest, the whole shit when they were saying whose side you on, Roe or Brian's side when I said, bro, that's the first time in ever in years since I've been here, since this shit started, that I ever participated that hard since back in the day when you and the guy Larry was doing the fucking who dressed the best between y'all. That's the last time I got involved in some shit
I
like
understand. I understand.
that.
But see, I'm with truth though, and I'm with saying some things
But no,
like,
on now I'm with Truth Q and like on the whole thing, he ain't had to carry me like that over that. But on the for real, when you think of that shit, he done that shit for some unreasons he done that on the for real. Like I'm not no forgiving person. Like you fuck me over, we're done. But I'm not
mhm,
saying that. But I'm not saying like I would never not even like check this out. I don't care for King Roma, but I still look at him and listen to him and shit. You see what I'm saying? Because my favorite thing in the beef sector is my favorite is when boys fight. I love a boy on boy fight. They my favorite ones. Like
well,
my all time favorite fight of the beef sector. If I had to name my top 5 fights, my number one fight would be James Caldwell and Rick Reed. That was so fucking good. That was like to me the hottest fight. To me, I'm just saying to me.
mhm.
That was like one of the hottest fight ways. Though that was the only fight that I followed from person to person. Like I remember when him and Five Babe used to fight all the time. Now at first it was cool, but that kind of went on for a long time. That went on for, and I stopped listening to Five Babe, and I was just listening to James Caldwell because like when for real, I ride with him. And I ride with Five Babe too. I fuck with Five Babe too. But on the most, I ain't want to hear all the back and forth. And like me, I don't want to hear a female chirping and hollering and shit. I don't want to hear that. But I'd rather listen to James.
Well, I think it's been some interesting things to go on in the sector. And I think that the reason why I talk to the boys more is because the boys got to do better. And that's it. And what I tell the boys ain't wrong.
Now, let me tell you this,
When I
man.
told
Now,
the
I
boys,
don't think that you tell the boys anything wrong, and I'm kind of glad this is my last day because you should not like me because I'm not being smart or nothing, but like I call you like the Dr. Phil of the boys and stuff, and and you always give advice. Now, that's something that I know about you. You always give advice, and I'm not saying that the advice is not good or bad, but at the end of the day, I'm just the type of dude. You see what I'm saying? Because how you say you're an Aries, I'm a Taurus. I'm the type of motherfucking dude. On it for real, I can mind my business. You see, and I'm not saying that you're into nobody's business because this shit like the fucking Jerry Springer. You're just like when I look at you, you're just like the host of the show.
I am.
You
And
and you
I'm gonna tell the boys.
and how you say as a business, and you got motherfuckers that will stay with you for a whole year and just tell you all their motherfucking business. You ain't wrong for that shit to me. You're not doing like when people say shit like, because I know Sir King always said like he's still cool. I listen to him all the time. And to be honest, I always did say this. That you or Sir King that I can hit y'all panel and I think I could feel comfortable, but I hit you up. But
Well,
I always
I'm gonna tell the boys, and like I said, I'm pure Aries, but like I told Tom and Castro, either your relationship is more important or YouTube more
but,
important. And I meant that shit. And look
but
what
the
happened.
point is,
Because I meant that shit. And so you can't get mad at me because I told you at the outset.
but my goddamn thing is, it's just like, yo, where the like to me, I'm not lying. Some of this shit be so odd to me. Like some of this shit that be going. Now I'm not even going to lie. I do believe that there's a lot of motherfucking plays going on. There's a lot of shit that I just don't believe in. This, and even though in the beef sector the weirdest shit can be true, but there's so much shit that be going on that I could be like saying like you got to be running the play. You can't be that motherfucking stupid or like say if they get somebody some money you give motherfucker like $700, and we got to know if that's true because you're not showing this to us. You're telling us this shit. So
Well,
we
I
got
got $1,776,
on the for real
and
because who
but
you
it,
are. I believe you. I believe you. But I'm right now. I'm talking about other people, and and the people were supposed to go on trips. Now I'm not. Check this out. Like I and look and I remember and like when I remember back in the day when they was trying to talk about Shaquem and Rowe, and they was trying to say Shaquem was doing all this stuff to Rowe, and I heard people, and I remember a certain person said, "Well." I don't look at it like that. Like Shaquem was just being who he is. Like a lot of times, like it's not that a person is like using you or whatever. If a person is being who they are, sometimes people was just who they are. And if that shit is like cool, it's just cool. If it's working out like that, it's just working out like that. However, it may be working out. I'm not saying it.
And
I'm not.
let me say something with that Roe situation though. One thing
I
Roe
want.
did
I
prove
want
is
nobody
this.
cutting me out and shit.
Yeah, but let me say this. Roe proved that he could go to California on his own dime.
But check this out. Check.
Roe ain't never had to beg for nobody. And
But
see, that's the thing. And even though I thought like Roe, I know you ain't going to chase this Negro, because that's how I felt at the beginning. But I will say this. Roe didn't ask for any donations. Roe got a rental car. Ro got a hotel room. Ro went,
to me,
and wherever Ro go, like I said, Ro even hung out with me. I didn't have to deny me. I offered to pay for Ro's dinner because if I
but
got
check
a
this
guest,
out.
I'm gonna do that. But
All
Ro could do his own thing.
look, all right. I want to thank all the people out there who subscribe to me because anytime I look at my subscribers, it's going up and up and up.
You should pay me for that because
No,
that's me too.
no,
You
no.
should pay me for that. I
But
should get at least
check,
$25 for
check,
that.
but check this out now. Check this out now. If you said to me that I'm gonna make that as a trade off, I would say you a motherfucking jive ass turkey, and I will be cool with that.
Use a lie. Use a lie.
I
Use
would
a
say,
lie. You came over here, you spilled that tea, folks start subscribing.
but
But guess what? Because I'm good like that.
but
And because I do what I do, I'm not gonna make because this is more than $25. This is like $100. But
uh,
I'm not gonna say nothing because I like you and I'm not gonna charge you nothing like that. But
hold
you
up,
know what I'm saying?
hold up. You saying you gonna charge me?
Hell yeah.
Why would you
Ain't you
charge?
ain't you getting that?
Why
Ain't you
would
getting
you?
an
Okay,
increase?
like now check
Ain't you
this
getting
out.
an increase? Ain't you
No,
getting an
no,
increase?
no. But check this out. Now let's just say if I would have hit the link and you said, Mark, from this point on, you need to give me some money for you to say anything up here, even if I had it, I wouldn't do that because I don't think that low, like that low of me. Whereas,
Well,
like,
hell,
like you,
well, hell.
but listen,
Hell.
listen,
Well, see, this is the
listen.
thing. I think it
No,
balanced it out because
but
at the end of the day, I
that's
appreciate you, but
no, but
then
that's
you got a
what
little
I
increase.
said. But no, but that's what I said. Let me start all over from the beginning.
Start all over.
From the beginning, I love to prove that I'm right. Only time I
You
talk,
know, we together. I'm an Aries and I'm
yeah,
55 too. Because my thing is you over here and you feeling comfortable. You said you've been feeling good these last 3 days. You feel invigorated and empowered and
oh yeah,
stuff.
I felt it.
Amen. Amen. Okay, you came over here, you clicked this link, and then some people coming over and they checking out the
But listen, now,
video.
even though I feel comfortable with you, I clicked the link because this is where the storyline. Remember, I told you this. There's no bullshit that I'm feeding the streets. It's
Okay.
no bullshit that I came over here and I said this shit because Rick Reed said you got to come out here, you got to fucking feed the streets,
No,
and
you feeding the streets.
because this is where I hang at for the most part. Because I heard someone saying that because you know how everybody 2025 recap came in and that you were number one. Like I think you're number one on mine. I watches you the most.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So because of that, me coming over here, if you would have said that, that's why I said to you, and that only for real, for real. Now you saying that if you would have said you was going to charge me $100, I swear to God, I would have walked. I'm not saying it for you to get smart,
And you should have walked. And you should have
but
walked.
because on the for real, because just how that's how the game is. Like I think I'm that worthy. I will be that artist to say, if you're not going to give me this, I'm not coming because me, I think because this nigga asked me what's my cash app, and he gonna give me some. This nigga asked me what's my cash app, so he can give me some money. Because on the for the real, at the end of the day, a trick is a trick. A trick, a trick, a trick is a trick is a trick is a trick.
Hmm.
And when
When
you
have
are,
you
and I
known for
kept on,
Jay Wilson?
and look,
When
that's
have
why I
you
said
known?
Rico might be mad with me because Rico say, don't give up on that. Keep that. Don't tell that part. And then, and check this out. Let me keep this shit motherfucking 100. The day I called my son,
Mm,
because I called my son. I said,
mhm,
Mark, I said, don't you got Cash App? He said, yeah. And he got a weird name. I didn't want to use it if it say his name. And he got some weird shit. I'm just making this up. His shit is called Captain Crunch. And I
mm.
said, I'm gonna use this shit. He said, but Dad, you can't use it. I said, why? He said, because it's overdrawn. I said, how the fuck you overdrawn on the Cash App? So that's why the fuck y'all need to get banking. Go to Cash App is cute for shit
I
like
got
this.
Cash App, I got Zelle and Venmo, and I got a credit union and regular thing. I
Yeah.
like Cash App because it's convenient. It
I
works for
know
me.
for this, it's
But hold
yeah.
on, Trademark. I got a question. When have you never ever known Jay Wilson to give up money like that? When have you known Jay Wilson to give up money like that?
But for somebody to do an interview,
When have you known Jay
no,
Wilson just
I never known you like to give somebody put like the
nah,
no, but
okay.
like, wait, I
Cause
never known
cause
you.
you know, I'm real tight with my money.
Check this out now. Now we're just talking zodiac. I'm very into zodiacs and like your
Um,
Aries. And to be totally
mhm,
honest, I normally don't get along with Aries too tough.
mhm.
I'm not saying that I can't be friends with the Aries, but we gotta play that shit cute. We gotta keep it cute when we with each other. Not saying we want to fight or fuss, because I'm not a fussy wussy person. That's something I would never sit up there and argue. I'm the type of motherfucker. If my channel was about beefing and fussing, if I was beefing with anybody, I would never beef on your channel and give you money if I can go make it on my own
And vice
motherfucking channel.
versa. You know, I mean, come on. You know, Trademark, they already having issues because I said I'm taking half the pot, but it's my damn
No,
platform.
no, check this out. I'm not mad with now, and please listen to me. I'm not mad with you because you doing that. When you first said you was doing it, I said Jay Wilson a slick motherfucker. You was a slick motherfucker for doing that one. I give you your motherfucking prop. Like on it for real. To me, that's hustler shit. Like I be telling my friends this. I tell the bum at the fucking 7-Eleven in the morning, I said, bruh, if you clean up a little bit and brush your teeth and go get a government phone and get on YouTube, and I'm gonna teach you how to get in the beef sector. I say them motherfuckers will give you money for nothing. I say the beef sector is almost like a pyramid scheme because everybody just give everybody money.
But this is the thing,
Everybody
though,
give
Trademark. But it's
everybody.
deeper than that. It's deeper than that. I've always done this, but I've always been honest with people. I know folk want to call me Jay Weasel and stuff, but I've
I
always
don't
been
think
honest. And
I
you know,
don't
and
don't
when the
think there's
last time
nothing
I
wrong
said
with
this,
you
I
doing
said
that.
I don't like to do competitions because there is a small profit margin.
Look,
And
check this out.
now I know what I got to do.
It's this guy that works at the school. I was gonna fucking ask him because I know he know how to do that, and I was like, your fucking pot is high. You know, if everything is on the up and up, and I believe that it is. I'm not even questioning that. I believe that it's on the up and up. I was gonna ask somebody, come on, let's do this thing, and we can split the money.
Well,
I
this is
say,
why I have a problem with that individual who tried to make you look like he was dirty and grimy because, you know, I have an issue with that. I have an issue with people who say one thing and do
well,
another.
here's the hit. Now let me look. Now I'm getting ready to interview you. Now I'm like I told you, I'm around here. I know every motherfucking thing. I see everything, especially over here. I know what's going on over here. After me saying everything that I said, and like only thing I did was just rebuttal what he said. That's to let y'all know he phoned his shit. He was wanting to see that shit and all. He was willing to pay and all this type shit. I don't give a fuck. But y'all want to be back friends again. Like on the for real, that's why I'm ready. Even though I'm gonna stay up here until we ready to go. But when I leave here, I'm not saying that I'll never hit the panel again. Because most of the time you on here, you fussing. To me, it's more fun being in the chat, listening to you up here interrupting me. And I'm not saying it to be smart and nothing like it. It is what it is. It's your motherfucking channel. You do what the
You're
fuck you
right.
want to
It
do.
is mine.
I'm gonna say that for you, so you ain't gotta say it to me. I
Okay.
get that because if it was on my channel, it would be the same way. I'd be like, get the fuck away. Cause see,
Mm-hmm.
if I had a motherfucking channel, don't y'all know how y'all be doing? Like motherfuckers be fussing and they won't shut up, and you'll turn the little countdown thing back on. When
Mm-hmm.
when the countdown be over, I'll be up that bitch by myself.
This is the thing. Sometimes I have to get people together because people will want to do
No,
things on
you
my
have to,
channel,
but that's
and you
on a
have
lot
to.
of channels. I see that you got to like get them together because they get the
Yeah.
fussing. But I'm glad that the people like to me, I can get it better if you go on your channel and do it. I love when like somebody. It's cool like when you fussing like and somebody got that loud ass mic. Now whoever got the loud mic, you gotta be good. You got to be good, and you know, and I'm gonna give props. Ness always got me fucking roll. I done stole so much shit from her. Like
Mm-hmm.
my favorite joke on Ness, and and I be thinking crazy. Her and James Caldwell was arguing, right? And she was talking about his t-shirts. Now I ain't talking about James t-shirts because I got like about 3 or 5 of them motherfuckers, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But what she said was, she said no shirts look like they iron-ons. But I took the joke further because it made me think of when I was little and the Honeycombs used to have the iron on his shirts, and I was imagining James doing that, and I laughed so fucking hard. That was so fun to me. That was so fucking funny. And I always told motherfucker, I said that looks like a fucking iron-on you got on.
You
And then
know,
that, yeah.
she has talent, and I have. You know, I got. They nailed me almost to the cross for saying the lady got talent. She got talent. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, she
But
really
watch this.
does.
Check if they like check this out. If like to me, y'all should try to like treat the beef sector like it's royalty. Like may have a fucking committee where so every year y'all have a real beef sector award. Like me, I would give you an award for you always come up with good fucking slogans. Like when you say are you a busted brick? And when you say no friends on YouTube, like you say shit that's going to be around all the time. If you ever go away, motherfuckers will always say you busted brick. Jay Wilson used to say that. Like you cool with the slogans and the little like the little taglines and shit. Yeah, hello.
You hear trademark?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the beef sector, I told you when I gave up my cable for this shit, I said y'all need to entertain me, and that's when I started looking at y'all like television. That's how I learned not to care if you cut someone out. I started looking at it like it was television and shit.
It is, and I don't really get like Brian. He'll get over it, but it's never any friends on YouTube to me. It's always a business. And my thing is, you know, people throw you under the bus if they have to.
And
It is
look,
what it is. Oh, trademark done fell off, y'all. But look, y'all, I'm tired. I'm getting ready to go on, but it's been real. It's been interesting, and it's a lot going on. So don't we have a YouTube award? Ain't shit Trish doing something. Ooh, let me stop being messy, Lord Jesus. Let me stop being messy. Cause baby, I could do an award show by the time Trish get one together. Girl, is it me? I mean, girl, go get some certificates. Okay, go get some certificates down there at the UPS though, and go to the award shop, girl. And you know, yeah, I could do. Lord Jesus, I might even incorporate a YouTube award down there at the Jcation. Okay. Yeah, y'all go ahead and go to the UPS store and get us some certificates and some trophies and get her awards out. Ma'am, she's doing all of this extra. Anyway, let me stop. Let me stop because I'm real big messy right now. Oh, Jesus, help me. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. Y'all, peace and love. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.